Hello, this is Peggy from the Brainstorming Club, and today I am going to talk about vlogging. This is for our newsletter, and the reason I wanted to talk about that is because it's becoming more and more popular, and it's a great way to interact with your potential customers and the people you're trying to get through to via your website or your blog or your newsletter. Vlogging is a really interesting way to interact because you give your customers a bit of yourself, in the sense that some of them might have already only dealt with you via your website or Twitter, Facebook, all of this, and just talked to you via those platforms. But showing them how you move, how you talk, how you interact will obviously give them a different feel of who you are, and this is a way of humanizing your relationship with them. The reason I am doing this vlog today is really to talk about how to vlog, because anyone starting in vlogging can make little mistakes that really you can avoid if you know about it. The first one will be careful with your background. Watch what you have in your background. If you're doing it at home and you don't have an office, try to pick a place that looks fairly tidy, that has got quite clean background around you, but also think about who you are and what you do and in what industry you trade. If, for example, you're baking cakes and this is what you're doing, show people your kitchen, show people yourself with, in your natural environment when you work, because people will then see a different side of the business. So think about that, think about the background. Another thing is think about the light. Try not to have the light behind you, but have it rather in front of you, because obviously for obvious reason, otherwise you will appear to be quite shaded and it's not going to look as good. Another thing I would say would be try to avoid having a script and reading it, because it will be obvious. Unless you are a news reader and you're really used to it, it will show, and it will show that it's not as natural. What I would say is, do like me, have key points of what you want to talk about and then develop from there, just because it makes it much more natural. What else did I want to talk about? Let me have a look at my keynote. Yes, be careful what you're wearing, how you act, how you are, showing yourself. Smile a lot, because this is for obvious reason, really. If you walk into a room where you're networking, if you do not smile to people, they will be finding it more difficult to come to you. So show yourself quite a smiley person on film, but at the same time be yourself. Don't try to act and to become another person. Just really stick to your own personality. Be yourself. Wear the clothes that you wear normally, wear the makeup you wear normally. If you're not an extra smiley person, don't force it, but at the same time show a human side of yourself. Still looking, try to avoid any disturbance around you. Like, for example, I know that I'm expecting a call that's going to come anytime soon, but I don't have an idea when, so it might actually come during this video. Don't really have the children running around you or the dog barking a bit like crazy, because that creates a disturbance for very obvious reason. This is it on the tips on how to vlog. The last thing I want to talk about is which camera to use. There's a lot of little cameras that have just come onto the market in the last couple of years, and the main ones, the ones I've used myself so I can talk about, is the Flip Video. They are coming into different type, but there's the HD one, and there is the one I'm using today is the Kodak PlaySport. Between the two, I prefer the Kodak, but this is my personal choice, sorry. But these are the two that you can use. Buy a little tripod if you haven't got one already, and this is really easy. You just put the camera onto the tripod, and you start filming. Probably one last thing I want to say is try it. I know not many people feel really comfortable with vlogging. I personally wasn't at all to begin with, and I don't know why I actually started vlogging, and it just happened to me. And don't be afraid to just try it, simply because you'll probably run your battery flat in the first shot. You'll try it many times, you'll watch yourself and hate it, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you will become. And it's really worth it, because people really like it, really enjoy watching it. They are not, they are not going to really judge you and say, wow, that was really, she shouldn't really be on camera. They don't. Believe it or not, it really does work, and people really have that sort of interaction with you, where they'll come back to you and tell you what they thought about it, and usually it's really good feedback. So this is it. Now you go, and happy vlogging, and don't forget to ask me any questions if you have any about it. I'm always available for a chat, you know that. So have fun. Bye.